Hello, my name is Daniel Townley. I'm a master's candidate at SUNY Binghamton University, and I'm here on behalf of my team to introduce the Business Review Platform, a new concept in online ratings and review services. Online rating services are an important part of today's web-based economy and are especially important to customers who oftentimes make decisions on where to buy based on the quality reviews received by a particular business. These services are also important to business owners who rely on favorable reviews in order to retain customers and attract new ones. Unfortunately, these services have certain limitations. One of those is that the data collected from online reviews, though typically useful to reviewers, is oftentimes of limited value to business owners from an analytics and business intelligence perspective. One of the reasons for this is that typical online reviews and rating services, for example, Yelp or Google reviews, encourage users to sum up their experience with a business using a single authoritative review, which encompasses all of their transactions with that business. This results in a relatively limited value for businesses which seek to mine this data to improve their customer relations. The approach of Business Review Platform, however, is to replace this approach with a transactional model for ratings. What this means is that rather than summing up their experiences in a monolithic review, users are encouraged to rate every transaction that they have with a given business. Thus, over time, the service will build up a detailed picture of how their preferences have not only emerged, but also have changed over time as they have continued to interact with a given business. The goal is to provide not only customers with a more fine-grained understanding of their interaction with the business over time, but also to provide business owners with the tools they need for effective analytics. So, in order to facilitate this level of customer engagement necessary for customers to review every transaction, our project will require an extremely streamlined and intuitive user interface. This interface will essentially, when a user logs in, they will be presented with the opportunity to immediately rate the business at which they are, where they're currently having a transaction. So this review, the intention is that users will review the business while they're actually carrying on the transaction, and once in order to facilitate this the immediacy of this transaction, geolocation will be used to identify the business where the user is currently located. If the geolocation data is limited for any reason or lacks precision, they will still be able to select a business from a brief list. But the concept of this interface is to minimize the amount of interaction a user needs to go through in order to provide a rating. This will encourage the user to leave ratings frequently. As these ratings are accumulated, business users will be able to see detailed analytics through a dedicated control panel, which will be available to them after they have set up an account. In this way, the interaction will be seamless and simple from both the reviewers and from the business owner's perspective. In order to develop this application, we will be relying on the Ruby programming language using the Rails framework for software as a service development. Rails is well suited to our needs because of the importance of the graphical interface for our application. We will be using both behavior-driven and test-driven development, and we'll be using the Rails framework will allow us to iterate quickly and efficiently in order to arrive at a an experience which works from both the perspectives of the customer and business users. This will be aided a great deal by some of the test-driven development tools which are available for the Rails platform, specifically RSpec and Cucumber, which will allow us to automate the process and iterate very quickly using the Agile methodology. So using these tools, we intend to develop an application that will bridge the gap between customer needs and business services in a way that is both seamless and effortless. Thank you.